In this video we're going to do a little function composition. So given f of x equals 3x plus 2 and g of x equals x squared plus 2x plus 3, we want to find the following: f of g of x, g of f, and f of x. So these are three different compositions, so they'll create three different functions. And let's start with f of g of x. Now this notation is common with function composition, but what this actually means is f of g of x. So g of x is actually being put as the input to f. So we can do this kind of like a substitution. What we're going to find is we're going to plug in what g of x is as our input. So x squared plus 2x minus 3. Now, this goes back to our function notation. This is our function f with x squared plus 2x minus 3 as an input. So here's f of x. Our input spaceholder is x. So I'm going to have 3, and any place there's an x, I'm replacing it with x squared plus 2x minus 3. Now don't forget the plus 2 from f of x. Notice how it's similar, except this replaced the x. So always think of that x as a spaceholder. So now we're going to simplify, so we need to distribute this 3. So we have 3x squared. Make that look a little bit more like a 3. Plus 6x. And we have a negative 9. Plus 2. So last step in our simplification, we have 3x squared plus 6x, and then combining like terms we have a minus 9 plus 2, so minus 7. G of f of x is going to be very similar. This is going to be our function g with f as an input. Now one difference you'll notice g of x has more than one x in it. There's more than one spaceholder in it. So for each of those we have to put in f of x. So we're finding g of 3x plus 2. So we have to put a 3x plus 2 for each of these x's. So we'll have 3x plus 2, the quantity squared for the x squared, plus 2 times 3x plus 2. And then finally, don't forget the minus 3. It's really easy to forget that at the end. So here's what we have. Now, one common mistake. 3x plus 2 is not 9x squared plus 4. That needs to be FOILed out. It's 3x plus 2 times 3x plus 2. Plus, now we can distribute this 2. 6x plus 4, and then we have the minus 3 at the end. So here we're going to do our foiling. So the 3x times the 3x is 9x squared. And then here we have 2 times 2, so we're going to have a plus 4. And then we have a 6x and another 6x, so plus 12x. Plus, don't forget these terms, plus the 6x here, plus 4 minus 3. Let's go ahead and combine those. That's a plus 1. And so, when all's said and done, we have a 9x squared, we have a positive 12x, and a plus 6x, so plus 18x, a plus 4, and a plus 1, so plus 5. So there's our g of f of x completely simplified. Lastly, I wanted to do f of x. It might look a little unusual, but we can compose a function with itself. So this means we're doing f of, remember that f was 3x plus 2. So we just follow what this tells us to do. We put in 3x plus 2 for x. So we have 3 times 3x plus 2 plus 2. That plus 2, remember, comes from the end there. This replaced the x. So now we'll distribute the 3, so we'll have a 9x plus 6 plus 2 at the very end there, or 9x plus 8. Now clearly there's a lot of different variations we could do. We could do g of x. We could actually compose a function 3 times, or 4 times, as many times as we want. It's basically following this procedure of putting a function in for the input, and then plugging that in for where our input goes in the outside function.